welcome back. You're locked into Funtastic Friday here on News Talk 93 FM. It's about 5 minutes after 7 p.m. Right now, it's all about Talk the Ting with Kim. I want to say big up to all our guests on the show so far. It was a proper packed weekend for us. I hope to see you guys out there. Right about now, people, we're going to get into the discussion topic for today as we jump into Talk the Ting with Kim. So you know the vibes right here, people. Fantastic Friday. I hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. I'm having a good one as well. So just checking with you right now on the WhatsApp line. The number is 876-792-3530. And also on the Instagram live, it's going to be Funtastic 93FM. Alright, so we're checking in right now inside the segment Talk the Ting with Kim. Want to say big up to everybody, big up to Kimmie. Kim, I'm just filling in. So right now we are Talk and Gel with Lionel. Alright. So the topic for today, we're going to be looking at Talk the Ting with Kim back to school checklist. Alright, so we're looking at our back to school checklist. So you know the flex right now, people. It's back to school time. Everybody's talking about back to school. It's Chan Destiny for Grace. They say, listen, we're going to have a book voucher. Listen me. All that excitement is going to be taking place tomorrow at Devon House for the Burgerman's back to school fair. So you don't want to miss that one. So the can't say we never given the opportunity to get some items before the back to school rush. Most schools will go into their regular orientation and first day of school possibly within the upcoming week, and then I know most schools are set to start September 1st. So trust me, September morning is very much close. So we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the back to school tips, the back to school checklist. These are gonna be things you'll need to have in line when we're talking about getting ready for back to school. Alright, so it's a back to school checklist from Fantastic Friday inside Talk the Ting with Kim. So as September looms, people, back to school shopping can get overwhelming. Yes, it can. And as we already know, that it can be overwhelming for parents and guardians. So heading back to school after the holiday is gonna be, it's gonna be stressful. People are gonna say, wait, it might even lead to tears. And no, we're not really talking about the kids, we're actually talking about the parents. So to minimize the back to school stress, Fantastic Friday has broken your to-do list down into manageable tasks, and these will help you to avoid the last minute scramble. Alright, so let's get into everything you need to tick off your list before the first day of school. Alright, so you want to ensure that these list of items are taken care of. So get your pens out, get your paper. If you have your phone, you can make a note on your notes app, because you definitely want to have these things out of the way and ready for your back to school. You want to make sure your kids are ready. One of the roughest thing when everybody ready September morning and you still have book and shuffle. So let's get this thing together. Alright, so first thing first on our back to school checklist is number one, make a back to school shopping list. Alright, so many parents might say, boy, clearly, but listen to this, right? So the dreaded back to school shopping trip is crazy. I mean, to make this easier this year, I want you to take a quick inventory of what you already have, because most parents think that their back to school shopping list is simply the book list that they get from the school. No, my dear. Alright, so I hope you guys understand that the back to school checklist is not just the school list that you get with the book list. Okay, we need these books. No, your kids will need other things. So what I want you to do is take a quick inventory of what you already have. So for example, you might have some things carried over from last semester, last year, right? So even though let's say you need 5 hardcover notebook, you have 3 left, nobody go buy the 5, and then you don't need all of that, right? You add that to the 2. So make a check of the inventory that you already have. Find out what fits in, check if anything is broken, and then you want to make a list of what you need. Alright, so now our school essentials checklist below will have a full list of items. Now, your child's school should also send you a list of school supplies they need for the new term. So these are the ones that you do get from the back to school list, right? So the back to school, the book list. Now, you can add your own items to that because you know what your child needs. And back to school, the back to school book list might not have things like probably socks and shoes and belts, and so you need to ensure that you add your items to that back to school list. All right. Now, involve your child in the shopping process. I mean, find out what they might encounter at school. Some things that even might not be added. Probably a pack of wipes or two. You know what I'm saying? They might say, Miss Mommy, the desk them dirty. This happens especially when you're going back to school after the summer break. You'll find that not all the classes' desks are clean and so on. So yeah, check with your child. Find out what they might need, what they didn't have last term, and you don't want them to be without this term. Alright? So this can definitely help you feel more prepared and helps the child feel more prepared and more excited about the year ahead. Alright, so the first thing on our list of back to school checklist is make a back to school shopping list. Alright, so we're going to move to the second item on our list for today. Alright, so it's the back to school checklist here, courtesy of Talk the Ting with Kim. And the second item is school shoe fitting, and I want to say school fitting, right? So if you have primary age children, it's not uncommon for them to grow out of their shoes and clothing over the summer holidays. So ensure that they have comfortable, well-fitting shoes and clothes is important for their growing feet and body. So take a trip to get fitted is well worth it. All right, people. So if they're reluctant, you try to make a day of it, try to make it exciting, try to make it fun while you're out the house. All right, so no matter wait till September morning you go try on the uniform them, or you just assume that hey, you're gonna wear the same uniform from last year, so we don't need to get any more new uniform. Well, at least check the size, make sure it still fits in case you need to probably go to the dressmaker or the tailor to get something altered so that your child looking neat and fresh and spanking. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to bust out of the clothes first day of school. The first day of school must at least look fresh and ready. Alright, so first thing on the list, you get that back to school shopping list. And the second thing, you want to get your fittings done. Alright, so check your school shoes, check the socks them. Yeah, make sure them not have the hole them and them something there. So check the uniform, make sure the belt. Shandestin the greatness. I found the answer. Dr. Trevor Smith, what is love? And that is correct. So congrats to Shandestin for greatness. She's won herself some credit courtesy of the singing professor. And she says, him going with me. So definitely you're taking the child shopping with you as well to ensure that the size is fit. You can't tell the thing say, oh no man, him not look no different. Sometimes you're looking at the child and you don't realize that they put on a little weight or they grow a little taller, and you'll just be surprised that on Monday morning, fresh out 6 o'clock, when the pants that usually reaches ankle soon reach him knee. Alright, so you don't want to wait until September morning for that. So we're going to move on down the list to number 3. Item number 3, we're going through the list of things that we have on our back to school checklist for 2024. Alright, so let's continue. So we're moving along the list. So to item number 3, this is what you want to also do. You want to label everything. Label everything. And this is very essential for the back to school routine. Label everything. Alright, so any parent know how easily newly bought items can disappear once the school year begins. So to avoid missing pencil cases, books, bags, etc., label everything with a name label tag or a magic marker or a permanent marker in cases, and remember to wrap the book them. Alright? Yeah, we say old school settings, okay? So remember to wrap them if you are the old school type, alright? And you have the different type of styles to wrap them in. You have the whole the brown paper, I don't really think they use that much these days. I've seen some clear wraps, and I've seen some clear wraps with design. So you know, them have to step into each year. But definitely, if you're planning to use the book or pass on the book to a younger sibling, you definitely want to have them wrapped to keep them in the best condition possible. But label the book, then put the kids' name inside of the book in the middle somewhere, because you don't know when school begins how easily it is to get them mixed up. Let's not say Smadego. Let's not assume firstly that Smadego thieving. But for example, two books are on the table. How we can identify which one is your son's or daughter's and which belongs to whoever. Label them. Put the mark on the inside of the book, the back page, somewhere along the line, so you can identify these items and helps to minimize any mix-up or loss of these items. All right. So that's item number 3. Running through again, make a back-to-school shopping list to get your fitting done. So that's the shoe size, clothes size, belt size, all these things. Make sure everything is fit and set, and nobody will go to the close them. Number 3, label everything. All right, so we're moving on to item number 4. Yeah, shopping with me. It's a back to school checklist inside Talk the Ting with Kim. Item number 4. Fill in the essential paperwork and forms. Oh my gosh. I mean, you got the package from the school like end of July, early August. And September morning, they just have to fill out the form. Oh, mommy, I need to take this form back into the school. Fill out all forms, get all paperwork done. If you know that the child needs to go in with an assigned list of items or required signed documents for the new school, get that taken care of, get them signed up. You have to bring in the child documents, whether it be immunization card, health checkup, all these things, medical, all them something there. Get those things done. All right, all documents, all paperwork. Check. Yeah. All right. Sean Destin say yes because they will come home without it. That's correct. So you gotta label them. Experience it. I forget the name. But I got it back. See? Yeah, man. So definitely you want to go ahead and get your paperwork done. Alright, so whether it's emergency contact detail, permission slip for school trips early in the year, try and get all of your form filling out of the way before the term begins. If you're really organized, you could set up a folder. And yes, that's a good idea, people. You have a bookshelf, you have a special drawer at home. Keep a folder for your kids, your children. Keep a folder for all their essential documents. We know most of us back in the days, most of our parents like to keep them stored under the bed, in the file cabinet under the mattress, right? But every time we have time to lift up mattress. So in the modern day and age, you get that drawer. You have a essential drawer in the home or a cupboard where you have these items in a folder, in a portfolio, and you keep your documents together, keep them organized. So when it's school time, you go to that folder. When they change in schools, everything that they need is in that folder. All right. So you also want to ensure that your school has your correct contact information. The child been going to the school for 3-4 years now. You change phone about 2-3 times. What is the correct number they can reach you at? All right. You also want to ensure to include emergency contacts to avoid any issues throughout the year. So if you're not available, who else can they contact? Who's the backup? Who's the next of kin? Also, familiarize yourself with any changes in school policies or schedules. This includes understanding drop-off and pick-up procedures, dress code, and any new health protocols. Alright, so right now, people, you might even get like a school book at the start of each term. Read it. Check out what one of the school. They might have the rules and instructions and guidelines in that book. Now just take the book and give it to the child. As a parent, you also want to read that book. Be aware of what's happening at the school. So if any day you see a child go there and you can know when it's jeans day, sometimes you even have a calendar of the school activities, when it's sports day, so you have a good idea of what's happening at the school. Alright? So ensure you have the essential paperwork and forms out the way and you do your necessary reading upon the school. So that's item number 4. People will have the back to school thing ready, you know. We're organized with self, you know. This year I gotta run smooth. Alright? To the best of our ability. You know, so look at thing pop up, but the little regular stress and buck and shuffle that we encounter, we're gonna be avoiding that this year. We're gonna be the pros. See, always see us as a parent, just roll up and just know when everything I keep and know where I go on. That's gonna be us this year. Yeah, we're not gonna be in the dark. Alright, so item number 5 on our back to school checklist is gonna be remind yourself of the school times. Yes, this is particularly important if your child is starting a new school. Alright? Also, if your child is changing shift, because some school have shifts, a few of them still have shift system in place. Yeah, find out what time is the starting time, what is devotion time as well. Yeah, so you can send your child to devotion as well. And what time school is expected to close. Alright? So this is particularly important if your child is taking on a new school or changing classes or changing shifts. Remind yourself of the start time and finishing time, as well as the day and times of any school activity. So when is sports club, when is key club, when is cooking club, when is after school games, you know. This way you can start to plan other activities, other family activities around these school events and avoid any accidental lateness. When it's sports day, when it's parents teacher meeting day, get your calendars ready with these times. Alright? Yeah. Some days you might even ask for everybody to come in early on one day of the week. Probably do either cleaning up the class or organizing the class, or probably, as I said, they have devotion or they have some school routine that is taking place. Ensure you are aware of the time that you need to get your child to school. Alright, and some parents are very strict and if you leave, go for 8 o'clock and leave 3, but then they have extra lessons. Yeah, check on that. Yeah, or they have extracurricular activities. They have sports, they have football practice, volleyball practice, netball, tennis. Yeah, find out the times for these activities as well. If they're joining clubs, get that out of the way. Alright people, so we're moving to item number 6. We're getting our checklist on the way. I hope you guys are making notes. If you want a copy of this, we're going to be posting it on our Instagram page as well, because we want to keep you guys ready for the back to school period. We now wait until when time done. Alright, so Shan says new class going into grade 1. They now have WhatsApp groups which keep you updated. This is another thing as well. We'll soon get to that. Alright, so gonna talk about the WhatsApp thing also. But if you definitely in the WhatsApp group, parents, I know a lot of you might sit down and be quiet and no one say nothing. I understand your aim in being quiet and reserved, but really and truly, this is the time to ask any questions that you may have. But I wait till when things fall apart, then you come to the group and cuss the teacher them, right? Ask all the questions that you need in these WhatsApp groups before school even starts, so that way you're on the right page. Alright? So moving up to item number 6. So let me give you the run through for number 5. So we have number 1, make a back to school shopping list. So that's the shopping list, check. 2, shoe fitting, clothes fitting, right? Check. Number 3, label everything, check. Number 4, fill out necessary paperwork and update emergency contact forms. Alright, number 4, check. Number 5, remind yourself of the school times, extracurricular activity times, all the school schedule, check. Important days at school, check. Teachers Day, Jamaica Day, dress up like, career day, all those days you want to get checked out off, get them checked off your list. Alright, ensure so you have all the school calendar. Put it on your phone if you can. Alright, or put it on the wall if you can. Alright, number 6 on our list. Number 6 on our list. Okay, I see Sean dropping some comments. Let me head over to the Instagram live at Funtastic 93FM. Let's see what's happening on the WhatsApp line. Let's see here. Alright, we have the same one, Dr. Trevor Smith. What is love? But it is the guy Sean again. Sean went over to the WhatsApp line earlier as well. Yeah, man, Sean, you're good to go. We got you. We got you. We got you. All right. So on the Instagram live, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, so laughing about the WhatsApp groups and so on. All right. So let's move along. Number 6 on our checklist: sort out travel/transportation. Yeah, you got to work out the logistics, people. Max up the logistics, angle it, sort it out. All right. Now, if your child needs to get to school by bus, right, you need to arrange a taxi in the morning and after school drop off, or if they are going to be walking a new route or walking even the same route with a friend, it can help to do a test run, especially if they are nervous about it. All right. So ensure you have the taxi route down. You know the route, the child know the route. If you want, as we said, take a test run of it together. Yeah, they can go to school before school starts. They're not gonna know. You're just gonna punish by the school there. That would definitely help. There was one time where it was the first time I went to school by myself. I'm nearly past the stop. So yeah, it helps to go with the child. All right. Also, if your child is new to public transportation, it would be wise to travel with them for at least the first couple days or the first week or two until they get a good hang of things. All right. So most importantly, teach them how to exercise safety when traveling alone. All right. So safety with traveling. So I want you to sort out the travel routine, the transportation routine. Who's going to be the taxi driver? Who's the number you call? How you get home? Also, if they're going to be traveling by bus and so on, you got to give them the emergency contact, what to do if they need to, alert another adult. Give them these steps, people. The modern routine. Help them to travel in group. Ask them to stay with a friend. Don't just send them on their own. It's good to also check in your neighborhood. Sometimes you might have even somebody on your same road. I go to the same school as your child. So sometimes you definitely have to live good in your community, live as a family. Yeah. So ensure you sort out transportation and travel. People, it's the back to school checklist. We're going through the list of items that you'll need to get yourself prepared and your child prepared for back to school. We have some giveaways as well happening right now. I want to say congrats to Shandestin for greatness. She just won herself $500 phone credit courtesy of the singing professor. We also have a prize, a giveaway open right now. For persons, you can win a ticket to Whiteout Premium All White Brunch. That's happening at Police Officers Club this Sunday, August 25th. You don't want to miss it. And the question is, name for me who is set to headline the event. Which entertainer is set to perform live at this event? And name one DJ listed on the program. Alright, so on the lineup. So that's the music lineup. It's easy peasy, and you win a ticket to Whiteout Premium All White Brunch this Sunday at the Police Officers Club from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Food inclusive, I said, people. Premium food inclusive with live entertainment, the toughest DJs. You don't want to miss it. We're going to go to the 7:30 break. When we return, it's all about the back to school checklist. We've gone across 6 items already. We have just about 6 more to go. We're trying to get to 10, then we're going to give you some bonus ones. So, you know the Shreps, people. Fantastic Friday. I want to say big up to Kimmie Kim, wherever you are all across the globe right now. You're probably partnering with the traveling resident DJ MV Stone. Large up for yourself. I hope you guys are safe. Travel safely. 7:30 break. When we return, we have credit giveaway. We have event ticket giveaway. We have more tips for you for your back to school shopping. All right, let's go.